residents of Durban North community of Phoenix had a sleepless night as pockets of violence continued in the suburb overnight. Ronald Masinda is on the ground for us there. Ronnie, tell us what happened overnight and how things are looking this morning.
Good morning, eNCA. Well, at the moment we are driving inside and near Phoenix. We are close to an industrial area called Kanubi, which has been completely looted. But interestingly, some of the people that we spoke to, a 9-year-old child who we saw with a pack of baked beans, said that, you know, he wasn't part of the looting. He just picked up some of those baked beans at a nearby field. So many of the people whom we are still seeing around these areas are saying that they are just trying to pick up what is left of the looting. But we are seeing quite a number of cleanup operations, and also the reason why we are inside the eNCA, we've been hearing of shooting incidences that have been taking place in Phoenix for over the past week. We've heard of several killings. Last weekend died in Phoenix, and many are led to believe that this is part of the community trying to take its own streets back. Some are saying that this has been fueled by racial tensions between people who are predominantly Indian who are living in Phoenix and people from nearby communities who are predominantly Black African. But where we are at the moment, we are seeing quite a number of police on site. We've barely seen any sort of violent clashes that we saw over the past few weeks that broke out. But I'm just going to get another quick word with Mr. Glenn Naidu. He is part of some of the security that is put. Mr. Naidu, talk to us about some of the biggest issues now that we are seeing. We are seeing quite a number of vehicles here. Allegations are that a lot of in these areas will tell us more.
This is area. We've had almost, I think, 20 or 30% of the businesses being looted already, if not more. You can see they've also burnt the business premises. They've burnt vehicles. They've stolen vehicles here, where you can use the word hijack would be similar, because they held the guards up and they've taken a lot of vehicles worth hundreds of millions of rands. What I know, in this facility here, there is some very dangerous chemicals kept as well, and we are very scared that if one of them gets, if they decide to loot and burn it, there'll be an absolutely huge explosion that will be devastating to the community around here.
I do take it that a lot of people, residents from Phoenix, how many will be affected by the job losses, possibly?
Well, firstly, I think most of the people, Konobia itself, from Kwamashu, Inanda, and Zuma, I'm going to estimate at least about maybe 10,000 people will lose their jobs. One of the biggest threats now to our economy, and what I've just heard, is that most of the international companies are saying that it might not be financially feasible to invest in South Africa, because South Africa is going in the same direction as Zimbabwe very, very fast. If not, we're already there.
All right, Mr. Naidu there, Anika, talking to us a bit about, the aftermath of what this situation in KZN could create for many people who might lose jobs. We do know that in several areas that were looted last night, in fact, we were at a factory, Tastic factory, that was looted, where thousands of people are now also facing the prospect of job losses. But we'll continue monitoring the situation across Phoenix and in other areas throughout the course of the day.
Thanks so much. Ronald Masinda there in an armoured police vehicle called an eNCA, and he's also with a community member who is helping him to assess the situation there on the ground. Still ahead here on Newslink, we go live in the sky in Gauteng to get an overview of the situation there. Stay tuned.